Ooh. One thing that I got for Christmas, which is really cool. I don't know if I can pull it away.
Thoughtful. Oh boy.
Mary, you've hit 7 o'clock.
I have hit 7 o'clock.
Have a full panel.
We hear the whistle. We have everyone here, so I will start. So if you want to start recording, good evening. I'd like to call the reorganization meeting of January 4th, 2021 to order. This meeting has been properly advertised in the Home News Tribune of December 19th, 2020, according to Public Law 1975, Chapter 231. Due to COVID-19, this meeting is being held by means of use of electronic communications equipment via online video conference provided by Zoom.us. I will start with a moment of silence, followed by a salute to our flag, which will be behind Anna this evening. So let's start with the moment of silence, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, now we will move on to the administration of oaths. Mimi, I'll let you take it away.
That's a challenge right now. Give me 1 second. Where's that file? I have it right here.
I have them if you want me to do it.
Sort of counting on you to do it. But
oh, okay. That's fine. Then I'll do it. Sorry. I thought we were doing it like we always did, but that's fine. I have them right here and I'm ready to go. So
all right. That would be very helpful.
Okay. Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
No. I thought I had meant I'd just take all the notes and all that. So for doing it.
Oh, that's right.
Tonight, that was great.
All right. So let's do our 2021 oath of office first for James. This is an oath of office, Borough, Milltown, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey. James, if you would, repeat after me. I, James Peretti, do solemnly swear or affirm.
I, James Peretti, do solemnly swear or affirm.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And to the governments established in the United States.
And to the governments established in the United States.
And in this state.
And in this state.
Under the authority of the people.
Under the authority of the people.
And that I will faithfully.
And that I will faithfully.
Impartially and justly.
Impartially and justly.
Perform all the duties of council member.
Perform all the duties of council member.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, James.
Thank you.
Well deserved congratulations. And I will just tell everyone that they were, Margaret and James were officially sworn in yesterday. So this is more of a show swearing in tonight by Zoom. But Mimi, our borough clerk, did their swearing in person yesterday. So we appreciate that. But James, congratulations. All right, Margaret. This will be the oath of office, Borough of Milltown, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, 2021. If you'll repeat after me, I, Margaret O'Donnell.
I, Margaret O'Donnell.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
under
the authority of the people, that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of council member to the best of my ability. So help me God. Great. Congratulations, Margaret.
Thank you.
Best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
Happy to have. So help me God.
Thrilled to be here.
Great. Congratulations, Margaret.
Thank you.
Best of my ability.
To the best.
Now, let me get back here. May I have an attendance roll call, please?
Councilman Farkas,
Here.
Councilman Legati,
Here.
Councilwoman Newbauer,
Here.
Councilwoman O'Donnell,
Here.
Councilman Peretti,
Here, sorry.
Councilman Zambrana.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. Next, we will move on to an election of council president. I'd like to open the floor for nominations for council president for 2021.
Nomination for Randy Farkas.
Second.
Second.
We have a nomination by Councilman Legati, second by Councilwoman Newbauer. Are there any other nominations? Okay, so the nominations are now closed. May I have a motion to appoint Randy Farkas council president for 2021?
Madam Mayor, you have a motion to appoint Randy Farkas as council president for 2021.
Thank you, Nick. Second, Anna?
Second.
Okay,
Second.
sorry. So we do, now we have a motion to appoint by Councilman Legati, second by Councilwoman Newbauer. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Farkas,
Abstain.
Councilman Legati,
Aye.
Councilwoman Newbauer,
Aye.
Councilwoman O'Donnell,
Aye.
Councilman Peretti,
Aye.
Councilman Zambrana.
Aye.
Motion carries to elect Councilman Farkas to the council president.
Thank you. All right, now we will move on to the mayor's message. So I'm going to do things a little differently this year. In years past, each department would give a write-up of what occurred in the past year. As you all know, 2020 was an extremely unique year. And also, I didn't want to have people take time away from their work and they're celebrating the holidays with their family to do a write-up just for me to read tonight. And so I'm just going to go over some of the highlights from the various departments, what we've been doing, and a few of the things that we have to look forward to in the coming year. I will say that each department has performed and adapted to the changes in 2020 phenomenally. We all know what a challenge it was to get things done, and I'm really thankful and proud that every single person that works in the borough did a phenomenal job to keep up all the services that we've come to expect and with very, very little disruption, if any. So the finance department has done, everything that they needed to do, as well as the tax and utility collections. We're running efficiently, and you're going to see that's a theme going throughout. We did have a little bit of a downtime so that we could take a look at some things to try and make them more efficiently. An example would be the court. The court couldn't run because of in person because of COVID, but yet they were able to go to a virtual court now, which we actually can continue going forward. And that way we don't have to have, the long lines and people waiting. So I think that'll be an improvement going along. We've done some restructuring to make things more efficient. We've now combined the building and zoning departments. We also have the tax assessor is still working on the tax maps. We'll have more to come on that next year. The senior social services group, department has had an extremely challenging year since the senior center had to be closed, but they everyone and has kept up with what needs to be done and, outreach, and we're all still available by phone and email. And so, while the seniors can't gather, their needs are, can be addressed by our director of the senior center. Also, we did some upgrades within the building. We upgraded our phone system to voice over IP. We've made some improvements to our IT infrastructure to make it more secure. What else? And the rest of the departments just have done, a phenomenal job. The police, the DPW, and utilities that we hear a lot about. There was no disruption to picking up the garbage or all of the bulk pickups that they do, even though that had occurred in a lot of other towns. What other? The rec department, they had a challenging year because we had to make decisions about the pool and SAC, but they continue to, be available and be ready for when school opens up and to plan for the coming year. So right down the line through each department, we're very fortunate that we have such great people working there, and they've been working with their council liaisons and committees. And so for that, we have a lot, even though it was a challenging year, we did accomplish a lot. And to that, I'll get into what we've done as far as infrastructure, which is something that we all are very passionate about getting things done. So there were several important projects that have either been completed or are being implemented this year. The Tracy Drive improvements are underway. Milling and resurfacing of pavement will be completed in the spring. Improvements to the borough's water storage tank have been completed. And additionally, the Public Works complex has been completed. And as I've said, once they get settled in with all of their furniture and everything, we really wanted to open it up to the public, which we can't because of COVID, but we'll do a virtual tour, take some film so you can see what the DPW and firehouse facility looks like, because I know a lot of people are curious about that. The borough received a municipal aid grant in the amount of $555,000 for the West Foch roadway improvement, and that will be used for improvement on several streets in that area. Design and bidding will commence this year. We also received another municipal aid grant for $520,000 for improvements to Clayton Court to improve the cost of roadway and drainage systems. And that design and bidding should be completed this year. The other nice grant that we received from the state this year was $750,000 for clearing our water lines, which has been an issue that we've talked about for many years. So we will be working on that this year too. So just to wrap up, it's thanks to the work of everyone that's on here. I want to welcome Margaret to the council, welcome James back, and thank every council person for all the work that they've done this year, as well as our professionals, Mr. McClellan, Mr. Vignolo, our BA, who has really been the anchor for everything, and also thanks to our new clerk, Mimi, and Mr. Einbinder, who does all of the filming, as well as a lot of the folks that I see on here that are volunteers on committees. I had the pleasure and honor of swearing in the new fire board on New Year's Day. So we are, I want to thank all of the volunteers, the fire department, the rescue squad. Milltown has shown that it can certainly come together in challenging times. It's heartening to see how many people have helped each other out, how many good ideas from what the PBA did for Christmas to our traditional Santa on a fire truck that really seemed to be even more appreciated this year. So as mayor, I'm thankful that we have, great people that live here, great people that work here. And, going forward, we will continue to strive to do the, infrastructure planning that we have. As you know, we're all available. If you have any ideas, suggestions, complaints, every single council person has their email up on the website. I also have my cell phone number there. So please feel free to reach out, because if we're not aware of something, we can't help you. And really the reason that we're all here is to do the best that we can and to make sure that things run as well as they can for every single resident of the Borough of Milltown. So I thank you for giving me a few minutes tonight, and I wish you all a happy and healthy new year. And we'll look forward to seeing you at these meetings throughout the year. Get involved, tune in, and please join us. Okay, so now we'll move on to introduction of the resolutions. When voting on resolutions, all matters listed under the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and having been reviewed by the Borough Council will be enacted by one motion. Any item may be removed from the consent agenda at the request of any council member, and if so removed, will be treated as a separate matter. Any items requiring expenditure are supported by a certification of availability of funds. Does anyone want to pull any resolutions from the consent agenda? So I see there being no request to pull any resolutions. Will the clerk please read the consent resolution?
Whereas pursuant to the rules of the council may establish a consent agenda for any regular special meeting. And whereas the Borough Clerk has posted a consent agenda this evening for resolutions 002-2021 through 044-2021 for this meeting. Now therefore be resolved by the Mayor and Borough Council of the Borough of Milltown, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, that the consent agenda previously prepared by the Borough Clerk be approved without the necessity of having the individual resolutions read by the Borough Clerk.
Okay. You've heard the reading of this resolution. What is your pleasure?
That this resolution be adopted?
Second.
I have a motion by Council President Farkas, second by Councilman Ligotti. Will the clerk please call the roll? Or excuse me, before that, any discussion? I missed my, any discussion? No, okay, will the clerk please call the roll?
Council President Farkas,
Aye.
Councilman Ligotti,
Aye.
Councilwoman Neubauer,
Aye.
Councilman O'Donnell,
Aye.
Councilman Peretti,
Aye.
and Councilman Zambrana.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next, we will do the mayoral appointments. May I have a motion to accept the mayoral appointments for the year 2021 as stated in Resolution 045-2021?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Council President Farkas, second by Councilman Ligotti. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Council President Farkas,
Aye.
Councilman Ligotti,
Aye.
Councilwoman Neubauer,
Aye.
Councilwoman O'Donnell,
Aye.
Councilman Peretti,
Aye.
Councilman Zambrana.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. May I have a motion to accept the working subcommittee and council assignments for the year 2021 as stated in Resolution 046-2021 and 047-2021?
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Neubauer, second by Councilman Ligotti. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Council President Farkas,
Aye.
Councilman Ligotti,
Aye.
Councilwoman Neubauer,
Aye.
Councilwoman O'Donnell,
Aye.
Councilman Peretti,
Aye.
and Councilman Zambrana.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next, we'll move on to old business. Does any member of the council have any old business to bring before the council this evening?
Excuse me, Madam Mayor, would you like me to read the assignments?
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
For the year 2021, the Department of Environmental, Health, and Social Services, the chairperson will be Councilwoman O'Donnell. Committee members, Councilman Peretti, and Councilwoman Dubauer. For the Department of Finance, Administration, and Planning, chairperson will be Councilman Zambrana. Committee members will be myself and Councilwoman O'Donnell. For the Department of Parks and Recreation, chairperson will be Councilman Peretti. Committee members, Councilman Legati and Councilman Zambrana. Department of Public Safety, chairperson will be Councilman Legati. Committee members, Councilwoman O'Donnell and Councilman Zambrana. Department of Public Works and Recycling, chairperson will be Councilwoman Dubauer. Committee members, myself and Councilman Peretti. Department of Utilities, the chairperson will be myself. Committee members, Councilman Legati and Councilwoman Dubauer. And lastly, we have the Personnel Committee. This year will consist of the Mayor, Councilman Legati, and myself. And that concludes the reading of the assignments.
Thank you, Council President. Appreciate it. Any other old business?
Well, we also have the committees. I could read those too.
Have at it.
Okay.
I mean, if everybody wants to, I mean, it's printed on the thing and it's challenging because of Zoom, but feel free, because I think a lot of people tune in because they're on a committee. So if you don't mind, go ahead.
I don't mind, and I wholeheartedly agree. Okay, for the Board of Health, that will be Councilwoman O'Donnell. Community Development Revenue Sharing Rep, Councilman Legati. Environmental Commission, Councilwoman Dubauer. Green Team, Councilwoman Dubauer. Milltown Chamber of Commerce, Councilman Peretti. Senior Citizen Advisory Committee, Councilman Legati. Milltown Historic Preservation Committee, Councilman Peretti. Cable TV Committee, Councilwoman Dubauer. Ford Avenue Redevelopment Agency, myself. Planning Board, myself. Emergency Management, Councilman Legati. Milltown Fire Department, Councilman Legati. Milltown Rescue Squad, Councilwoman Dubauer. Shade Tree Committee, Councilwoman Dubauer. Board of Education, Councilman Zambrana. Milltown Library Board, Councilwoman O'Donnell. 4th of July Celebration Committee, Councilman Zambrana. And the Revitalization Committee, Councilman Zambrana. That concludes the committees.
Thank you. Thank you, Randy. And,
You're welcome.
as I mentioned at the end of last year, the council should, and, I encourage you all to, besides attending your committees, please bring back reports to the meetings of what's going on in the committees. So, we're going to print the dates of when everyone's meeting, but while we have the your liaison to the departments, the committees, we should share with each other what's going on in each of the committees that you're also engaged with. So we'll do that much more going forward this year. Anybody else have any old business? If not, we will move on to new business. Does any member of the council have any new business to bring before us this evening? Okay, seeing none, I will move on to audience comments. The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. The council will respect the public's time by refraining any comment until the speaker has finished. It should be further noted that public comment portion of our meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the appropriate office during regular business hours or with a member of council during their allotted office meeting hours. Please state your name and address for the record when you wish to speak, and you can follow the instructions of the clerk on how to share your comments.
Mayor, I have from one of our residents, Dawn Milburn, and I've given her the option to speak, but she's written me a chat question that if someone could explain and instruct how to pull up the agenda of tonight's meeting with the appointments. And just to help her out, we have that posted on our website under agenda and meetings. And you would follow the navigation bar down through to Borough Council, to the year 2021, and then you would see the reorganization package, and that package will have the agenda with each of the resolutions behind it as a bundled PDF document. So if any of you cannot access that, I think we've checked that a couple times and it was accessible today. So if anyone has any trouble, they certainly can call me anytime during the day and I can talk them through that, how to get on there and see it. But I just wanted to answer that question for Dawn Milburn.
Thank you. Thank you. It's, yeah, Dawn, it'll be there for you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
I don't see anybody else.
Okay.
I had a question. My hand was raised.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry, Kathy.
Hi, Katie, how are you?
I'm good. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. On the heels, of
I'm sorry, Katie, can you just state your address for the record for me?
for Katie Velez, 171 North Main.
Thank you.
I know that we have the vaccines going out, and it seems like, we hope that it'll be a successful vaccination. I don't even know what to call it, but do we have any guidance yet as far as what the spring and summer months will look like in terms of gatherings? I'm speaking from as a member of the Revitalization Committee and thinking about what can we do as a community for outdoor events or gatherings. Is there any guidance on that yet, or is that still something that?
Well, I can speak to it only because I go to calls with the county and state, but I think that it's too far out to tell, unfortunately. It's really hard to plan that far ahead. The county Board of Health, not Board of Health, the county health department is handling the vaccines. And I guess it just really depends on how robust that process is. And I think it's hard to say, what the governor's office will do as far as indoor, outdoor gatherings in 3 months or 6 months. Of course, we'll keep everyone, keep updating the information that we have in the website, but I couldn't venture a guess as to where we would be in April or July yet. We're certainly hopeful that things will get better, but I don't have any assurance of what the actual numbers or what they will do. We have to rely on the guidelines from the state for any of that.
Yeah. What about in terms of planning? Because these events, don't get planned overnight, as we know.
Right.
Would you recommend that committees still meet and plan as if and cancel if need be? Because if we get the okay, say in July, August, for something like or even April, May for July 4th, or July, August for Milltown Day, it could be too late. So in terms of planning, I guess that would be a committee chairperson to decide if we were just going to go ahead and plan and then cancel or delay.
Right. I think, I think when you meet with the committees, especially at this time in January and February, make sure that your council liaison is aware of the time frame of it, and they can certainly, keep you informed about what's going on as far as the state and where the borough, has to follow along with that. But I think the first step would be to, meet, keep your council liaison informed, and I guess as with anything, you can be prepared, but you wouldn't want to go too far along because it may change. But there's no harm in meeting with your committee or teams and start the talking phase and see what steps are needed to take next, should it open up a little more.
Thank you.
believe Megan Geyer would like to speak.
Yes, hi, thank you. This is Megan Geyer at 29 Highland Drive. I was just curious, I didn't hear when Councilman Farkas was reading off the appointees to the committees, I didn't hear about the Human Relations Committee, but I see in the agenda that you did have a resolution to appoint members. So I apologize in advance if I just didn't hear it when you mentioned it, Councilman Farkas, but was there a council member appointment to the HRC?
It was not on the list because I'm going to guess because it's technically not an official organization yet. I think you can look forward to that next year. I'm just that's kind of off the top of my head.
So
it's not on my list.
It will be official once they meet. Mimi, can you speak to that?
Yeah, the fact that the resolution is there, naming the members, you can look directly to that, Megan, for the direction of this year's makeup of that committee.
And if I'm not, I think it's Councilman Peretti, right, James?
Yeah, I was going to jump in.
The council liaison to the HRC will be Councilman Peretti.
Okay, great. Thank you. And then I guess a follow-up question just to what was mentioned about the resolution. Where can one find the actual resolutions that are listed in the agenda?
It's attached to the agenda as a bundled packet. So when you see the agenda on our website,
I see.
All of the resolutions are behind it. Tomorrow, after I execute the resolutions and seal and sign them, they will then individually be posted under resolutions on our website. But prior to, for everyone's ability to read and see them prior to a meeting, they're bundled with the agenda.
Excellent. Thank you so much. That's all.
No problem.
Anyone else?
Mimi, if you don't mind, I'd just like to take the opportunity that I've seen the attendees, and I'd like to thank Freeholder Armwood for attending our reorg this evening. Freeholder Armwood is a very, very, very powerful man in Milltown. He likes us and he attends a lot of our events, and I'd like to thank him for attending tonight as well.
Thank you, Nick. I actually didn't see that. That's the challenge of a Zoom meeting, right? I sort of checked and then forgot about it. So thank you for pointing that out, and welcome, and thank you for joining our meeting this evening.
Thank you, Nick, for helping the new clerk who hasn't yet met Mr. Armwood, but looks forward to it.
Any other comments? Seeing anyone?
I think everybody's
okay. Thank you. So we will close the audience comments and move on to council comments. Anything further that anyone on the council wishes to bring up this evening?
Yes, Mayor. I'd just like to thank all my colleagues on the council for their nomination and appointment as council president. I will try my hardest to fulfill that position to the best of my ability. So again, thank you to all of you.
No, thank you, Councilman, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Did somebody else start to say something?
I did, Madam Mayor. I'm not a council member, but I noticed that Freeholder Armwood in the comments, questions, and answer section indicated he just said, "Thank you for having me. Happy New Year." And I didn't want his comment to go unnoticed. So I just wanted to add that.
Thank you.
You got it.
Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Anyone else?
Madam Mayor, if I can just interrupt and wish the Mayor and Borough Council a healthy and happy New Year, and thank you for our appointment this year. Again, we look forward to working with the Borough of Milltown and the people as we have for some years now. So have a good night, and thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Yes, we have a lot to look forward to working together with everyone this year.
And Trina, I just want to say, thank you to residents of Milltown for electing myself and Councilwoman O'Donnell to the Borough Council. I'm looking forward to serving the town that we love and working with everyone here for another year, and hopefully we can accomplish as much as we can in 2021. So thank you, everyone. I'm looking forward to working with everyone again.
Thank you, Councilman.
And I will echo James's statement. I appreciate the all the support throughout the season leading up to today, and look forward very much to working with the council, all the professionals, the staff, and certainly all the residents.
Great. Thank you, Councilwoman. And that actually, if there's no more comments, we'll segue into the mayor comments, which is, I'm glad you all mentioned about working together, because I will say that my mayor comment this year is, or motto, I should say, is get things done. That's what we're here for. That's what we need to do. You know, we're working for the residents of Milltown. And, you know, if it's a bigger project, let's plan, start capital planning, start doing things. If it's something smaller, you know, let's take care of that low-hanging fruit right away. But, you know, we have a great team. I can see all of you. I can see all the people that are in the audience that want to get involved. So if we all work together, we can accomplish a great deal for Milltown. So that's the motto, is get things done, which I'm sure we certainly will. So, and I'm excited about it. So I thank you all for being here, and that will close my comments, and I will ask the council for a motion to adjourn the reorganization meeting of 2021.
So moved.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Neubauer. Anyone want a second? Second by Council President Farkas. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay. And any opposed? No. Okay, great. Thank you all for joining. Congratulations again to James and Margaret, and Happy New Year. And we will see you at the next regularly scheduled council meeting, which is Mimi.
January 25th.
January 25th. No. Oh, yeah, because it's weird. That's right. Okay, sorry. January 25th. All right. Thank you. Take care.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Good night. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Good night. Happy New Year.